There are numerous kinds of aliens living among us. Never seen one? Maybe your memory was erased. Let's find out what's really going on here on Earth. Agent H and Agent High T are two of the most experienced members of the Men in Black organization. They study and control alien life forms. Their latest mission takes them to the Eiffel Tower in Paris, where H and T interrupt a romantic date, wipe the couple's memory, and force them to leave moments before the protagonists confront an alien race named Hive. Without hesitation, they draw their weapons and open fire. The story flashes back 20 years to Brooklyn. A small alien creature sneaks into the home of an ordinary family. Soon the Men in Black arrive, wipe the parents' memories, and tell them they saw an ordinary raccoon. But they miss one person, their young daughter, Molly. She spots the alien, overhears the conversation with the agents, and ends up rescuing the cute little visitor. We return to the present. Molly is now a grown woman, still determined to find the Men in Black. One day, she picks up a strange extraterrestrial signal on her computer. Following the signal, she tracks down an anomalous zone in New York. Guided by a flock of pigeons, she makes her way through a plasma barrier and finds herself in a hidden area where the Men in Black operate. Needless to say, aliens are also here. Without hesitation, she puts on a black suit, locates their local headquarters, and heads inside for a tour. Naturally, she's quickly caught and taken in for questioning. Since the protagonist is incredibly smart and talented, the head of the Men in Black, Agent O, decides not to wipe her memory. Instead, she invites Molly to join the organization. The woman undergoes special training, receives the name Agent M, and goes to London on her first assignment. Meanwhile in London, Agent H is already on the job. He's playing cards with aliens, pretending to be a dealer selling illegal goods. Unfortunately, they don't buy his act, and the situation quickly turns into a brawl. H defeats his opponents, but eventually gets bitten by a venomous three-headed snake. Only one alien woman can provide the antidote. H promises to give her whatever she wants if she saves his life. The man wakes up in a bed, with that same alien woman lying beside him. So that's what she wanted. Quietly, H gets dressed and sneaks out. At the same time, Molly boards a special Men in Black train to get to London. The train transforms into a state-of-the-art express, equipped with the latest technology and top-tier comfort. It reaches an incredible speed and quickly delivers her to London. There, Molly heads to the local Men in Black department. On her way, she encounters a wide variety of alien beings. The protagonist meets Agent High T and prepares for her first mission. We are taken to Marrakesh. A man is tidying up his home and dancing happily to upbeat Middle Eastern music. Suddenly, the lights go out, and he steps outside to see what's going on. All of a sudden, several aliens appear from a portal behind the man's back and attack him. The poor man is now nothing more than a pile of jelly, while the aliens take on his appearance and move on. They enter a shop selling antique souvenirs, where the shopkeeper shows them a hidden passage leading to a secret room filled with tiny aliens. The men approach their queen and ask for help in eliminating a member of a rival alien race. When she refuses, they immediately attack her. Back in London, Agent H rushes into the headquarters while Molly learns more about the greatest accomplishments of the Men in Black. The girl spots Agent H and can't help but admire his stunning appearance. One of the alien women confides in Molly that everyone here sees H as a hero and world savior. Agent T announces that a Jababian alien named Vungus will soon arrive on Earth. He wants to explore the planet, and someone needs to accompany him. H is assigned to the mission. Molly offers to join the handsome agent, and after a brief hesitation, he agrees. Using a special taxi with a hidden underground passage, the two agents arrive at a nightclub, where both Men in Black and aliens go to unwind. That's where they meet Vungus. He's not so handsome by human standards, but he's polite and kind. There's just one small issue. He's a big fan of Earth women. While H and Vungus are dancing and having drinks, Molly notices two very suspicious alien twins. Vungus clearly seems uneasy, but H doesn't pay much attention. Taking advantage of the chaos, the alien twins use a mysterious substance to intoxicate Vungus, putting him in a dazed, drunken-like state. H assumes his friend just had a few too many cocktails and sends him home to sleep it off. Suddenly, the car transporting Vungus explodes. The alien twins show up, pretending to surrender, But using their powers, they lift the asphalt and knock H and Molly off their feet. The men in black unleash their full arsenal to stop them, but these aliens are insanely resilient. None of the weapons seem to do any real damage. Molly tries to pull the wounded Vungus out of the wrecked car, but he's too heavy. She calls for H to help, but Vungus no longer trusts him. Instead, he gives Molly a strange star-shaped crystal, telling her it's the only thing that can protect the men in black. Moments later, Vungus dies. H fires his most powerful weapon to drive the twins back. Other agents arrive, and only then do the alien twins teleport away. Agent T analyzes the situation and concludes that the twins were being controlled by an alien known as the Hive, a dangerous predator that can mimic and absorb any life form. It's the same creature the men in black fought in Paris at the beginning of the movie. Since Molly and H failed an extremely important mission, their superiors consider erasing their memories and dismissing them from the organization. Agent C is especially eager to do it. Trying to defend themselves, the main characters claim there's a traitor within the men in black. After some thought, T decides to give them another chance and sends the agents to Marrakesh to continue the investigation. There, the protagonists contact two aliens, Nasser and Bassem. While they have a friendly meeting, Agent C receives security footage showing Vungus handing Molly the glowing crystal. As Molly and H leave Nasser and Bassem's shop, the alien twins arrive and learn that the men in black have been there. H and Molly head to a local secret shop selling ancient souvenirs. Unfortunately, the alien twins had already wiped out all the small aliens there. The only survivor is a tiny alien who once served his queen. He introduces himself as Pawnee. Now in need of a new queen, he pledges his loyalty to Molly and swears to serve her for the rest of his life. The girl accepts and brings him along. Molly soon realizes that H has quietly taken the crystal from her. She admits that Vungus entrusted her with the artifact. At that moment, Agent C's men appear nearby. The protagonists receive a call from T, warning them that a manhunt has been launched against them. The head of Men in Black urges H and Molly to leave that place immediately. The main characters speed through the narrow streets of Marrakesh. H manages to shake off their pursuers using Nasser's high-tech motorbike. The alien twins nearly catch Molly, but H rescues her just in time. They race off on the superbike, erasing the memories of bystanders along the way, then hit supersonic speed and land in the middle of the desert within seconds. Suddenly, the star-shaped crystal activates and transforms into an incredibly powerful weapon, more powerful than a thermonuclear bomb. It holds the energy of a compressed star, something Earth has never seen before. Soon after, an alien named Bassam gets out of H's thermos and steals the powerful crystal. H and Molly work on repairing their bike. The man is convinced that Bassam delivered the weapon to Risa, his ex-girlfriend, who just so happens to be a notorious arms dealer. The protagonists immediately set off for Naples, where Risa's fortress is located. H greets Risa's loyal bodyguard, Luca, and heads in to meet his ex-girlfriend. Meanwhile, Molly hides on a motorboat and later secretly sneaks into the fortress. H pretends he wants to give Risa the alien Pawnee as a gift, but Risa is no fool. She quickly realizes that what H really wants is the alien crystal. She orders Luca to throw him out. However, the protagonist is rather persistent. He fights off the guards and makes his way back into the fortress, disabling the security system along the way. Pawnee escapes from his jar and distracts Risa, while Molly sneaks into her office and steals the crystal. Unfortunately, Risa catches her. A fight breaks out, Molly and Pawnee against Risa, and H against Luca. The odds are stacked against the protagonists, and things look grim, until Molly suddenly recognizes Luca. He's the very alien she saved as a child. Luca recognizes her too. He turns his weapon on Risa, allowing the men in black to take the crystal and escape from the fortress. The alien twins appear out of thin air and attack the protagonists. The villains want to take the crystal, but the men in black, led by Agent T, promptly eliminate them. Molly trusts her superior and hands the crystal over to him. During a ceremony celebrating the successful completion of the mission, Molly and H suddenly realize that there actually is a traitor among the men in black. And it's Agent T. He kept the powerful crystal for himself. Agent C tells H that T has gone to Paris. Molly, H, and Pawnee immediately rush after him in a high-speed vehicle resembling a spaceship. They believe that's where the hive is located. Molly asks H how they managed to defeat the hive last time, only to discover that he doesn't remember the mission at all. Agent High T erased H's memory and implanted the idea that they had heroically defeated the hive. But why would he do that? It turns out that 3 years ago, during the battle on the Eiffel Tower, the hive partially took control of High T's mind and body. Now, he has become a true monster. A fierce battle begins. H and Molly fight against the hive. The girl is nearly killed, but is saved by her loyal companion, Pawnee. H takes the crystal from the hive and throws it to Molly. She activates the ultra-powerful weapon and destroys the monster. Sadly, Agent High T perishes along with the hive. However, Molly had no other choice. Agent O appoints H as the new head of the London department of the Men in Black. Molly asks Pawnee to stay with H and keep an eye on him, while she returns to New York to take on new missions.